What's up, everybody? It's FYGP, and welcome to the most heavily propagandized website, probably meme website on the internet, which is full of bots. You can just see this by looking into the Russia-Ukraine war section. Now, why would a meme site have such topics such as war, death, destruction, and so on, right? That's because people need to be desensitized to all of this stuff. They also have a Israel-Hamas war, right? It's not Israel-Hamas, it's Israel versus Palestine. It used to be called Israel-Palestine conflict, right? Right. But no, now it's the Israel-Hamas, right? Because apparently that is how they like to phrase it. Yeah, this is actually a completely accurate statement. In other words, they accuse you of what they are doing. Yeah, this is also a fair point. And this is also a fair point, which is reasonable, right? Which is probably how most normal people would react to this. But this is not what you see on this website, right? If you go here, the latest news, right? The latest, all you will see is pro-Israel propaganda. Basically, this man on the street interview, we already covered this in a previous video. IDS soldiers doing some work on Palestinian terrorists inside Gaza with great success. Hamas equals the original ISIS baby people. The ISIS baby people, right? The ISIS baby. So yeah, great job killing people is absolutely amazing. War is amazing. I love how these people always like to type on their computers from a safe place, and cheer this war on when the IDF. I think they accept volunteers. So if you are so keen on going to war, yes, go ahead. All right. So these are the memes that are being promoted. They are being astroturfed because nobody actually supports Israel. And they have probably a bunch of. This meme looks like straight from like 2008 or something. They have like intelligence agencies working on those memes. They have literally agents working, sitting there, creating those shitty memes, seeing if they can actually have an effect, and then coming in with sock puppet accounts and upvoting them. Like 3.7k on this shitty meme. Apparently, Israel have a 45-minute GoPro video of Hamas slaughtering children. They should make the world watch. Should make the world watch. Right? Yeah. So yeah, desensitizing people towards violence. Right? 32 innocent children snatched by terrorists. This is why Israel must fight evil of Hamas. The son, right? Bring them home. Gaza should get zero support until they release the hostage children. So they always lump in Hamas and Gaza, right? There's 2.3 million people in Gaza, and there's maybe 30k fighters of Hamas at most. There's dozens and dozens of other organizations, right? Yeah, they always do this. They always do this. So, of course, kidnapping of children, horrible. Nobody condones this. Everybody is against that. Everybody condemns Hamas. Everybody would say that, right? But I could play the same game. I could say Israel has murdered 10 times more people, 15 times more people than the Hummus has. So, like, shouldn't anybody who is saying, like, yeah, uh, you know, Israel should get no support until they stop bombing Gaza. Right? Yeah. That they would be against that statement. I would agree with that, right? The truth about first cousin marriage. Yeah. So yeah, they always wanna. Yeah, I don't know what this has to do with anything with Palestine. I guess innocent civilians, innocent Gaza civilians, cheering at the side of rockets fired at Israel. These people are really dumb. So they're innocent in, like, they're not really innocent. No, they're legitimate targets. Yeah, this is so ridiculous. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is not what everybody is saying, right? Everybody is condemning the collective punishment, war crimes, genocide actions of Israel. And right, they're trying to make it out as if Iran is the big problem here, right? Iran is the big problem, right? It's not Iran that is on the US border doing all kinds of shady shit. It's actually the other way around, right? Yeah, extent of Iran's financial terror network to the Middle East. 1 billion to Hezbollah, 4 billion to the Assad regime, 100 of millions to Shiite militias in Iraq, 50 million to Hamas, 70 million to Palestinian Islamic Jihad. So how about the US sending, how much is it? $150 billion to Ukraine, which have neo-Nazis in their armies, which are committing war crimes, atrocities, and everything, and a president that is on coke, sending all of his people today. How about that, right? How about that's terrorism? How about the United States being the #1 financial terror network in the Middle East and anywhere in the world? How about that? But no, Iran is the big problem. Yeah, give me a break. So yeah, they always say, oh, they're using human shields. Do they ever provide any actual evidence of human shields? I haven't seen any evidence of it. No, I think the human shield is just like an excuse by the IDF when they bomb civilians and kill them to just say, oh yeah, they used human shields, right? The IDF spokesperson calls on the residents of Gaza to move south to avoid unnecessary death, as if that is so easy, right? They're huddled in this tight area, which is 40 kilometers long and 10 kilometers wide, and they got nowhere else to go because if you leave Gaza, you can't come back, right? Also, Israel, they always like to promote multiculturalism when it comes to other countries, but apparently for their country, they want to have a ethno-state that is completely populated by Jews, where the Muslims are essentially forced to leave the Gaza Strip eventually, and also probably the West Bank and so on, and go to Europe, because multiculturalism for thee, but not for me. That is essentially the motto of the Zionist state of Israel.
Kidnapping of over 200 Israelis we will not forget. To the residents of northern Gaza and Gaza City, your window to act is closing. Move south. For your own safety, move south. This is not a mere precaution. It is an urgent plea for the safety of the civilians in Gaza. Attention.
So this is what a terrorist organization looks like. They make veiled threats to civilians to leave areas or they won't be safe. Right? That's what terrorist organizations do. That's the state of Israel for you guys. Let's take a look.
שהמחיר יהיה כבד מנשוא, כרגע המחיר לא כבד מנשוא, אבל זו התקפה רבת היקף על הרשות הפלסטינית. להביא אותם לפחד שהכל מתמוטט.
לא פוחדים, צוחקים להם, יראו לנו לתוך הישוב פה וצחוק ופשוט הם לא פוחדים לסובב.
זה מה שמביא אותם
ואז, רגע, אבל אז שוב פעם העולם יגיד מה אתם פוגשים? אתה לא מפחד מהעולם, ביבי.
במיוחד היום עם אמריקה, אני יודע מה זה אמריקה. אמריקה זה דבר שאפשר להזיז אותו בקלות, להזיז לכיוון הנכון. לא יכניעו לו.
America is something we can easily maneuver, move in the right direction, and even... Wow. Wow.
לא פחדתי להתאבד שם. לא פחדתי להתאבד עם קריטון. לא פחדתי להתאבד עם אבו. מה היו הסכמי אוסלו? הסכמי אוסלו שהכנסת חתמה עליהם. שאלו אותי לפני הבחירות התקיים, אוקיי, בתנאי כפוף להדדיות.
Of course you
will. אבל איך אתה מצמצם את הנסיבות? אני אתן פירוש להסכם שיאפשר לי להפסיק את הדהירה הזאת לקווי 67. איך עשינו את זה? אף אחד לא אמר מה זה אתרים צבאיים מוגדרים. אתרים צבאיים מוגדרים, אני אמרתי אלה אזורי ביטחון. בקעת הירדן, מבחינתי זה אתר צבאי מוגדר.
נכון.
זה אוקיי. לך תגיד. אבל אז הייתה שאלה,
Wow.
מי יגדיר מה זה אתרים צבאיים מוגדרים? קיבלתי מכתב מקריסטופר, אליי ולערפאת, באותה לשון, שאומר שישראל בלבד היא זו שתגדיר מה הם את מיקום האתרים הצבאיים האלה ואת גודלם. עכשיו, הם לא רצו לתת את המכתב הזה, אז לא נתתי את הסכם כמובן. הפסקתי את ישיבת הממשלה, אמרתי, אני לא חושב. רק כשהגיע המכתב, תוך כדי הישיבה, אליי ואל ערפאת, חתמתי על הסכם. תגיד לו שעדיף לתת 2% מאשר לתת 100%. וזו הברירה שעומדת כאן הפרק. נתת 2%, ובזה עצרת את הנסיגה הזאת במקום 100%.
Oh, wow, man. Great stuff here. Wow, he basically admitted so much stuff. He basically just admitted that Israel was never interested in peace, that he was never interested in peace. So, whenever somebody says, oh yeah, the Palestinians, they're just brute, hairy animals that don't want peace, show them this video. Show them this video. The UK suffered about 70,000 civilian deaths in World War II, the Germans nearly 2 million. According to the current BBC sensibilities, these numbers mean the UK were the bad guys in World War II. The UK should have ceased firing, the Germans were the victims of UK genocide. See the problem? Yeah, I don't think that's quite comparable, right? The UK was a superpower, while the Gaza Strip is basically a tiny strip of land with, well, basically no defenses at all. Like Hamas, they're lightly armed. They receive minor funding from Iran, as you saw with the last graphic. So I don't know how that's even comparable, right? So the power dynamics are completely different. Here, just one stronger country is beating up on the other while you had a war going on there. But of course, it is, I would say it is quite genocidal to do actions such as the Dresden firebombing, so on, right? So these are the memes that are promoted by the pro-NATO, pro-NAFO North Atlantic Fuckers organization. So yeah, this is the stuff they still post, right? What planet do you live on? It is the 2nd of November, right? 2 hours ago they posted this. Oh, so many people are cheering this. Unfriendly negative gains, right? You mean killed people? Again, desensitizing. How about focusing on your negative gains regarding your weight, probably, instead of some fictional numbers Zelensky threw up of 300k Russian soldiers being dead, 5,000 tanks, and so on. Yeah, sure, I'm sure that any day now Ukraine will win the offensive. Yes, finally we hit 300k dead Russians. That's amazing. Yes, kill them all. Kill all the Palestinians and kill all the Russians. This is essentially the NATO bot army, right? This is what they do. They're some of the most disgusting people in the world. Right? Have you heard of decoys? Have you heard about that? Right?